Imagine for a moment that you are living a life of complete financial freedom. Picture yourself with $50 million in your bank account, able to do anything you've ever dreamed of. But here's the thing. You don't have to wait years or decades to achieve it. What if I told you that the key to unlocking that kind of wealth is already inside of you? It's all about how you think, believe, and allow the abundance of the universe to flow into your life. Now, I know this might sound impossible to some of you, but hear me out. Every single person who has manifested massive wealth had to first make a change in the way they think. They had to understand that wealth isn't about working harder or being smarter. It's about shifting your mindset and understanding the true nature of money and abundance. The truth is, you can have $50 million. You just have to think like someone who already has it. It's not about working 80-hour weeks or struggling for every dollar. It's about tuning into the frequency of abundance, believing in it, and allowing it to come to you naturally. You may be wondering, how is this possible? How can my thoughts really change my financial reality? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. I'm going to show you how the power of your thoughts can open the door to financial freedom and help you manifest $50 million. The best part? It's not as complicated as you might think. The truth is, this is how the wealthy think, and now it's time for you to adopt that same mindset. If you're ready to transform your life, all you have to do is change the way you think about money and abundance. Let's dive into how you can do that, step by step. Your mind is far more powerful than you realize. Every thought you think sends out energy into the universe, and that energy has the ability to shape your reality. The truth is, everything that happens to you begins with a thought. If you want to change your financial situation, the very first step is changing how you think about money. You see, your thoughts are like magnets. They attract experiences that match your beliefs. If you believe that money is scarce, that it's hard to come by, or that you're not worthy of financial abundance, then those beliefs will show up in your life as lack and struggle. But if you believe that wealth is abundant and that you are worthy of it, then the universe will mirror that belief back to you. Think about it for a moment. Every day, ordinary people just like you and me are unlocking amounts of money they never thought possible. And the thing is, they're not doing anything special. They're not working harder than you. They're not smarter than you. They just understand one simple truth about how money really works in our universe. Money flows to those who think it's possible to receive it. It's as simple as that. The rich don't work harder or smarter than others. They think differently. They believe in the abundance of the universe and align their thoughts with it. What you think, you create. If you constantly think about lack, then you will keep experiencing it. If you constantly think about abundance, your life will reflect that as well. You have the power to change your thoughts at any moment, and with that shift, you can change your financial reality. Now, I know it's easy to doubt this. You might think that it's not that simple, but I want to assure you, it is. Your mind is incredibly powerful. It can either work for you or against you. And the good news is, you have the ability to make it work in your favor. The first step is acknowledging that your thoughts create your reality, and then learning to consciously choose thoughts that align with the wealth and abundance you want to attract. At the core of manifesting wealth is a belief in abundance. If you want to attract $50 million into your life, you must first believe that it's possible. More importantly, you must believe that it's possible for you. Many people get stuck in a cycle of thinking that they're not worthy of wealth or that they can't have the things they desire. They tell themselves, "That's for other people, not for me," or "Money doesn't grow on trees." These thoughts are rooted in the belief in scarcity, the idea that there is not enough to go around. But here's the thing. Abundance is not something that exists outside of you. It's something that exists within you. When you understand that abundance is already available to you and that you are worthy of it, that's when everything begins to shift. The truth is, the universe is abundant, and there is more than enough for everyone. The amount of money you have doesn't come from luck, hard work, or the economy. It comes from your ability to tune into the frequency of abundance. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a moment where you felt completely supported by the universe? Maybe it was when you unexpectedly found some extra money in your pocket, or a small gift showed up just when you needed it most. That's the universe sending you a message. Abundance is always available. It's just a matter of tuning into it. The reason so many people struggle financially is because they believe that there isn't enough to go around. They're trapped in a mindset of lack, constantly focusing on what they don't have. But wealth is attracted to those who believe in abundance. The moment you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance, you'll begin to notice that money flows to you easily and effortlessly. Now, this doesn't mean that you won't face challenges or that money will magically appear without any effort on your part. It does mean, however, that when you believe in abundance, the opportunities for wealth will start showing up. You'll begin to see ways to create more money, attract new opportunities, and meet the right people who will help you achieve your financial goals. Your job is to stay open to these opportunities and trust that the universe is always working in your favor. Belief in abundance is a choice. You can choose to see the world through the lens of scarcity, or you can choose to see it through the lens of abundance. The truth is, there is no shortage of wealth in the universe. It's all around you, waiting for you to claim it. All you have to do is believe that it's yours, and then take action from that place of certainty. Let's take a moment and imagine something together. Picture yourself with $50 million in your bank account. You're living in the home of your dreams, driving the car you've always wanted, traveling to exotic destinations, and helping others in ways you never thought possible. You wake up each day with peace in your heart because you no longer have to worry about money. You can do what you love without being limited by financial constraints. How does that feel? Now hold on to that feeling for a moment, because it's incredibly important. You see, when it comes to manifesting wealth, especially $50 million, the first step is visualizing it as if it's already happening. It's about getting into the feeling of abundance and truly experiencing what it would be like to have that kind of wealth. Many people fail to manifest the life they want because they don't allow themselves to feel the way they would feel if they had already achieved their goal. Take a moment now and really feel that abundance. Think about how it would feel to have no more financial stress. How would it feel to be able to take care of your loved ones? What would you do first with all that money? Would you donate to causes that matter to you? Would you help a family member start their own business? Would you travel the world or invest in your passions. The key here is that you are not just thinking about the money itself, but about the freedom, the peace, and the ability to make a positive impact. When you start to visualize your life with $50 million, you are aligning yourself with the frequency of wealth and abundance. You are telling the universe that you are ready to receive, that you believe you are worthy of this abundance, and that you can handle it when it comes your way. By holding on to this feeling, you begin to send a powerful message to the universe. The universe doesn't respond to words alone. It responds to the energy you are putting out. The more you feel the emotions that come with having what you want, the more the universe starts to align with your desires. So take a moment now and imagine what your life looks like with $50 million. Let yourself feel that excitement, that freedom, and that sense of joy. Hold on to that feeling as you move forward, because this is how you begin to manifest your dreams. Now, you might be wondering if this really works. Can people truly manifest $50 million just by thinking differently? The answer is yes, and I'm going to share a few stories with you to prove it. Let's start with Sarah. 3 months ago, Sarah was working 2 jobs just to make ends meet. She had only $243 in her bank account and was struggling with credit card debt. Her future didn't look bright, and she was feeling stuck in her financial situation. But then, she learned to shift her mindset and started applying the very same principles I'm sharing with you today. At first, Sarah was skeptical, just like you might be right now, but she decided to give it a try anyway. Within the first week, she won an unexpected $5,000 in a local contest, one she didn't even remember entering. By week 3, her side business, which she had been working on for a while, suddenly took off. It brought in $25,000 in a single day. And by the end of the month, she received an inheritance worth $2.3 million from a long-lost relative. Sarah went from struggling to thriving in just a matter of weeks. Now, you might think Sarah's story is just a coincidence, but let me tell you, this kind of thing happens all the time. I've seen it happen in my own life, and I've seen it happen to people close to me. 5 years ago, I was living in a small apartment, eating ramen noodles every night and struggling to make ends meet. I tried everything, working harder, starting side hustles, and even playing the lottery. But nothing worked until I started thinking differently. Once I understood the power of my thoughts and beliefs, everything changed. Within 6 months, I had manifested enough money to buy my dream house, start a successful business, and help my parents retire early. It wasn't about working harder or being smarter. It was about changing my mindset and aligning my thoughts with abundance. I'm not the only one who's experienced this. When I started teaching this method to friends and family, something incredible happened. Out of the first 100 people who tried this, 92 of them manifested at least $100,000 within the first 3 months. 27 of them hit the $1 million mark. And yes, 3 of them, just like Sarah, manifested $50 million or more. These aren't just stories. They are real examples of how a simple shift in mindset can create life-changing results. Now that you understand that manifestation works, let's talk about the most common mistakes people make when trying to manifest money and how to avoid them. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they need to be worthy of money before they can have it. Many people believe they need to work harder, struggle more, or become a better person before they deserve wealth. They think they must prove themselves worthy before they can attract money. But the truth is, money doesn't care if you're worthy. Money is just energy, and it flows wherever your attention goes. This is where most people go wrong. They spend too much time focusing on their flaws or past mistakes, thinking that they need to fix themselves before they can attract abundance. But the reality is, you don't need to change who you are to deserve money. You are already worthy of abundance. The moment you stop seeing yourself as unworthy is the moment you start attracting wealth into your life. Wealth doesn't come to the perfect person. It comes to the person who believes they deserve it. Another mistake people make is manifesting from a place of need or desperation. Have you ever found yourself thinking, I really need money right now? Maybe you're in debt or struggling to pay bills. When you think about money from a place of lack, all you do is attract more lack into your life. It's like trying to find love when you're desperate. The more you focus on your lack, the further it moves away from you. This is why it's crucial to shift your focus. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, start focusing on what you can give and how you can align with the energy of abundance. Think about how it would feel to already have the money you need. Imagine how it would feel to be financially free. When you focus on the feeling of abundance rather than the lack, that's when the universe begins to align with you. Lastly, another mistake is overcomplicating the manifestation process. Many people think they need to meditate for hours, say specific affirmations, or follow a strict visualization routine to make it work. They think there's a right way to manifest, and if they don't do it correctly, it won't work. The truth is, manifestation doesn't have to be complicated. It's about thinking differently and aligning your energy with abundance. The simpler you keep it, the more powerful the results. If you avoid these common mistakes and start shifting your thoughts from scarcity to abundance, from need to allowing, and from complication to simplicity, you will begin to notice a shift in your financial situation. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful, and when you believe in your ability to manifest money easily, that's when the magic happens. These sections continue to build on the foundational ideas of mindset, belief in abundance, and avoiding common pitfalls in the manifestation process, while keeping the tone simple and easy to follow. Let me know if you'd like me to continue. When you start thinking about money in the right way, something amazing happens. It begins to flow naturally to you. Wealth is not something you need to chase or struggle for. In fact, chasing it is one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to manifest money. Money, like any other form of energy, flows easily to those who are aligned with it. If you are constantly thinking about how you can get money, you are pushing it away. But if you think of money as something that already belongs to you, something that is naturally flowing to you, that's when the magic happens. The universe is abundant, and money is constantly circulating in the world. Every second, millions of dollars are exchanged across the globe. The only reason it doesn't show up in your life as quickly as you'd like is because you're either not aligned with it or you're blocking it with negative thoughts. Think about it this way. Wealth is like a river, and your mind is the channel that directs the flow. If the channel is blocked with negative beliefs or doubts, the flow of money is restricted. But once you clear the channel, money can flow to you effortlessly. The key to attracting wealth is to stop thinking of money as something separate from you. Money is energy, and it is attracted to those who radiate abundance. When you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, you begin to naturally align with the flow of money. You stop focusing on lack and start focusing on the fact that money is already in your life in one form or another. You might not see it right away, but the more you align with the energy of wealth, the more it will show up in your life. Remember, wealth is not something to chase or force. It's a natural flow that is always available to you. When you trust in that flow and align yourself with it, you'll begin to see money come to you in ways you never imagined. One of the most powerful shifts you can make in your financial mindset is moving from a state of wanting money to a state of allowing money. You see, wanting creates resistance. Think of it like trying to catch a butterfly. The harder you chase it, the more it flutters away from you. The same thing happens with money. When you focus on wanting money, you're sending out energy that is filled with lack and desperation. Money then becomes something that feels out of reach, something you have to chase. But when you shift from wanting money to allowing it, everything changes. Allowing money means you believe it's already yours, and you're simply waiting for it to flow into your life. It's about releasing the need to chase it and trusting that it will come to you when you are in alignment with it. Think of it like breathing. You don't need to want air. You don't have to chase it. Air is abundant, and you trust that it will always be there when you need it. The same goes for money. When you allow it to flow into your life, it will come effortlessly. To shift from wanting to allowing, you need to change the way you think about money. Instead of thinking, I need money or I want money, you start thinking, money flows to me naturally. You begin to feel the certainty that money is already on its way to you. This simple shift changes everything. When you allow money to come to you, you stop pushing it away and start attracting it in the most natural and effortless way. Manifesting $50 million isn't just about thinking positive thoughts for a few minutes. It's about making your new mindset a daily habit. Just like brushing your teeth every day, you need to practice your new mindset consistently to see real results. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes, and the faster you will start to see changes in your financial situation. Start each day by feeling wealthy. Don't think about wealth, feel it. When you wake up in the morning, before you check your phone or start your day, take a few moments to imagine how it would feel to already have $50 million in your bank account. Imagine the freedom, the excitement, the peace. Feel how wonderful it would be to not worry about money. This feeling of abundance will set the tone for the rest of your day and align your energy with the wealth you want to attract. Throughout the day, practice what I call wealth breathing. Whenever you spend money, whether it's buying a coffee, paying a bill, or purchasing something you need, take a deep breath and think, more money is already flowing back to me. This simple act reprograms your mind to associate spending with abundance, not lack. You are shifting your focus from the idea of losing money to the belief that money is always flowing to you, whether you're spending or receiving. At night, before you go to bed, take a moment to reflect on your day. instead of focusing on what you couldn't afford or what bills are coming up. Focus on the abundance that is already in your life. Feel grateful for the things money has already brought you: your home, your food, your loved ones. This daily gratitude practice reinforces your abundance mindset and opens the door for more wealth to flow into your life. By making these practices part of your daily routine, you are constantly aligning your mind and energy with the flow of money. The more you practice, the more effortless it becomes to manifest the wealth you desire. As you begin this journey of manifesting wealth, you will undoubtedly face obstacles. This is part of the process, and it's important to recognize that these challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities to grow and refine your mindset. The most common obstacles are doubt, negative people, and fear of success. Let's take a look at each one and how you can overcome them. The first obstacle is doubt. As you start to change the way you think about money, your mind will naturally try to resist the new beliefs. You may hear thoughts like, "This isn't working," or "I've tried everything before and it didn't work." Doubt is a normal part of the process, but it doesn't have to control you. When doubt arises, simply acknowledge it and then let it go. Remind yourself that you are on the right path and that change takes time. Trust in the process and keep your focus on your vision of financial freedom. Another obstacle you might face is negative people around you. Not everyone will understand your new mindset, and some may even try to talk you out of it. They might say things like, "That's not possible," or "You can't just think your way to wealth." When this happens, don't try to convince them. You don't need anyone else's approval to manifest your dreams. Simply smile, thank them for their concern, and keep focusing on your vision. Your thoughts and beliefs are what matter, not what others think. Finally, fear of success can be a tricky obstacle to overcome. Sometimes we unconsciously push away money because we fear how it might change our lives or relationships. We worry about becoming someone we don't recognize or losing our connection to our loved ones. If you notice this fear creeping in, remind yourself that money is simply a tool. It doesn't change who you are. It amplifies who you already are. When you are a good person, money only helps you do more good in the world. The more you embrace success, the more comfortable it will feel. As you begin to implement these changes in your thinking, remember that wealth is not just about money. It's about the freedom to live life on your terms. It's about stepping into your power and realizing that the universe wants you to be wealthy. You have the ability to attract $50 million or even more into your life by simply shifting your mindset to align with abundance. The process is simple, but it requires consistency. Practice feeling wealthy every day. Shift your focus from lack to abundance, and watch as the opportunities for wealth start to show up in your life. Your thoughts create your reality. And when you change the way you think about money, you change your financial future. So, commit to this new way of thinking today. Know that the money is already on its way. All you have to do is allow it in. The universe is ready to give you what you desire. Will you let it flow into your life? Take action, stay open, and let the abundance of the universe work its magic. Peace, prosperity, and $50 million blessings await you.